Welcome to this new video of Fears in the Corner. Today I will show what new building plots were added in update 0.2.47.1 experimental on Sprocket. This update has added, in my opinion, a lot of new things, like, for example, these new hinge pieces that you can set together for basically people who do not know how to do that. Well, the rotation part might be a bit off, but that doesn't matter. There's the bolted hinge, basically the base version, and the hinge part. Actually, very good. You also have the welded hinge, that's the same concept. Then we also have the small hinge base and hinge part that look basically good to design, like, I believe, British designs during the time. One thing I noticed is that on the welded pieces, there's like the little welded texture on them, so I guess that's a good detail. They added a new muzzle brake for guns called it's called, at least. It looks rather clean compared to the other ones. As you can clearly see here, this one is more. Most of them are more worn out than this one, and basically it's a more modern vibe, I guess. Well, they added new fenders for everyone who does not know how to make good fenders. I'm just gonna remove every single part I have here. For example, they added the Cromwell Reaver fenders. Do I know how to actually use them? Maybe not. I'm gonna put them here and look at them. It does look good, I guess. I'm not that huge a fan of making fenders or using them in general, but people who don't really like making them, I guess, would be a good alternative. They added new wheels, the 6-hole wheel, that I'd say looks good, and then the T55 post-wall. In my opinion, this is the best looking wheel so far, so yeah, I would probably use this one in the future. We did get a new sprocket, and I believe it was the internal sprocket that I think looks very nice, to say the least. It's rather different compared to the other sprockets that actually have sprocket teeth in the outside part. The tracks were not left out either, and they added not two, not four, but three new tracks. The Charby 1 track, that's basically just pieces of, I don't know what to call them, cast iron, I guess. Well, these are my favorite ones by far. Then we also have the BT series ones that look nice and actually have the feature of one empty one actually having a tooth on them. Not well shown on the track on the spare track piece, but that can be changed, I believe. And another one is the reinforced track segment that actually looks cleaner and more modern than most tracks we have. Powertrain did not get left out, and they added three new ventilation systems. One of them being the KD3 engine vent that's actually a 90-degree thing, so it looks, you don't have to build a new vent every single time you build something. We have the IS radial engine vent that is nice. It does not have any moving parts, I believe, so that's good to know. And then we have the IS4. At this point, we just have Soviet ventilation systems. This one is rather flatter than the rest. Perfect description compared to everything else we have. Well, nothing new. Gotta run to there. We got new hatches, actually. Two new hatches. We got the torsion bar hatch that looks nice, clean. something new, and the engine deck hatch. That's the only hatch that does not explode while ammo cookout happens. I'm going to go on that later, but yeah. On equipment, we have surprisingly a lot of new things. One of my favorite ones, a ladder piece. A ladder piece. To say the least, now you can have finally ladders. We have smoke pods for vehicles. Instead of making them. What up? What did we do? We also have the fighter filter. Some vehicle from, I believe it was the Tiger, wasn't it? Yeah. Basically, no clue what they do, but they look very nice. We have, oh, gun travel lock that is good for larger calibers or just for detail, basically. Nothing else. And my favorite part of this update, we got a lot of new loops. Like these here I'm showing right now on the screen. 3 new loops, I believe. So you got the welded one, the bolted one, and the Italian one specifically. One good thing about them that I like them so much is that they actually fit very. It might be a bit funny to get the sound, but that doesn't matter. The point is that they have physics, they actually do interact. Do not put them on turrets or anything, since, well, that's a little bug that can happen, I guess. Note that now, do not use them on turrets, because they will glitch out and look weird. Well, they do actually react with the entire tank moving part. I'm not sure, do they have a horrible angle to look at it too? But that doesn't matter currently. Well, besides of being coolly, be having an actual, not animation, but actual physics, I wanted to try out if you can actually put stuff on it. So, you cannot put stuff on it since it's basically not a real thing. Well, that sucks. We got a new viewport, and that's the one used on the, well, I don't know which one, I believe British vehicles, but it's the plug drive port. That it's basically just a plug you shove up. It's just a plug you have on your tank, like in the, I believe it was the Churchill and Cromwell that had some similar like that. But yeah, neat, very good made. Nothing new in anti-infantry. In storages, we have 2 new things, being the US jerry can and a wooden box. I have no clue why you would use a wooden box for, but you still have it, so I guess that's nice. I believe this is most of the updates that I did notice so far, so I guess that's it.